Sunday nights, they're just strange as teachers, aren't they? They're not in our contracted hours, but so many of us will be doing bits of work on a Sunday night. Not that I am condoning that, I completely understand it, but even if we're not actually doing work, our brains will quietly spiral into thinking about the week ahead. And yeah, I know lots of jobs also have that Sunday night dread, but in teaching, it's got its own sort of special flavour. Because I feel with teaching, it's a job which just feels like a constant tug of war between the moments that lift you and make you realise this is why I do this job, this is why teaching's amazing, and the moments that just make you question, why am I doing this job? You know that feeling when a child finally gets it after 3 weeks of you explaining it in so many different ways, but the penny finally drops. But then the days followed with a staff meeting that could have absolutely been done by an email, yet somehow eats into your entire evening. You know, the smile that appears on a child's face when they walk into your classroom to see you because they feel safe. You're that person, maybe the only person in life that makes them feel worthwhile and valued. But then the constant reminders of how the rest of the system just isn't set up to give them what they truly need. You know, teaching is amazing because you are working with the most hilarious, unintentional comedians who will come out with some of the most unscripted, genuinely hilarious comedy, unless it's 6-7, because but then you get some sort of incident, some sort of complaint that somehow becomes your fault, even though you're juggling and spinning more plates than you've ever done before. Well, I'm often accused that all I seem to do is sort of down talk teaching and moan about it, but I want to make it clear, I love teaching. I love the spark, the penny drop face on a child, the pure joy of watching a student realise they can do something they thought was impossible thanks to you. What I moan about is the education system, the broken education system we work in, the lack of trust, the fact that no matter how hard we work, no matter how many hours teachers are putting in, we're always still behind. We're so stretched, this constant feeling that we're not good enough and we're failing at what we do, but we're not failing. It's the system failing children and teachers, asking for more from us than a lot of us can give. That push and pull is exhausting. But I think the truth is, I think it's just normal to feel both those feelings, the love and the dread of teaching, the magic of it and the weight of our broken education system. Feeling that knot in your stomach on a Sunday night doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care so much that the job has nestled itself into your Sunday evening, whether you want it to or not. So if you are sitting there tonight getting hit with that familiar wave, don't beat yourself up. Don't think you're the only one. You're not broken, you're not failing. You're living in the reality of a job that can give you some amazing moments, but is also ridiculously hard. And I think the thing that frustrates so many teachers is the hard bits don't need to be happening. This is why I moan about it so much, because so much of it doesn't need to be the way it is. And look, this week, there's going to be loads of little good things that happen. Might be tiny, might be fleeting, but it'll be there. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say it'll be a breeze. We're heading near December. It's gonna get harder. So it can be true, both things, and you can feel both, and it'll make you a bad teacher. It makes you a human one. So I just want to remind you of that on a Sunday. So, you know, go and get a good night's sleep. After I'm a celeb, obviously.